Am I being heard? Am I being heard? Possibly. Possibly. Am I being heard? Am I being heard? Possibly. 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 Am I being heard?
Remember the name podcast. I've been trying to debate, right? There was this person, right, that I was kind of having a little. I didn't really have a debate, but it was like a question that was being asked. And
what's the question?
I wanted to ask between and this is kind of not. These players aren't current, right? They kind of played probably like a couple years back.
All right. I'm good at answering questions.
So, I wanted to ask, skill sets, and career wise, and I feel like one answer is going to be obvious, and one answer is going to be,
not so obvious.
Not so obvious.
All right.
Because I have great respect for both players.
All right. Let's hear it.
So, between Paul Pierce,
oh God, this is gonna be bad,
and Tracy McGrady.
It's gonna be interesting actually. Now, T-Mac versus Pierce. All prime at their best. T-Mac's cooking Pierce heavily.
So, we're gonna say this in terms of title. I said title. In terms of career,
who had a better career?
Whose career would you rather have?
Oh God, just because Pierce won the championship and the Finals MVP. Damn. If you have the T-Mac career, you're a
phenom.
Yeah, you're a better basketball player than Paul Pierce is. But Paul Pierce had that championship at part of his career, even though he was a very good player as well. Tracy McGrady was much better. But he never got over the hump. So I don't know. That's a tough question, man. It depends on what kind of person you are. I don't know. I feel like it would be great to be T-Mac. No one can check you. At least Paul Pierce could be guarded by other players. When T-Mac you step on the court, you're probably the most unstoppable guy. If not you, Kobe, LeBron. So I don't know. I would go with T-Mac because he was just more of a chill of a person than Pierce. I'm not a huge Paul Pierce fan, so I won't choose that career. But it might be the better career path. You played very well throughout your career. Then you got some really good guys. Won a chip, got Finals MVP. Still was competitive, and then played in the NBA for a lot of years. But T-Mac's a better player. I would like to have the better player career.
So skill set, you definitely choose T-Mac.
Oh, for sure.
And I definitely agree.
But that championship, it's like, damn, he couldn't get one, so it's fucking tough. Pierce got over the hump while he was still very good. Not his best, but still very good.
Let me make how about I make a case for Pierce?
Yeah, go ahead. I can't argue against it. It's hard. It's not hard to argue against each way.
I mean,
he's still a very prolific. He's a very good scorer, but he's not a prolific scorer like Tracy.
Was he a better shooter?
I don't think so at all. No.
I think.
I don't think so.
This is.
T-Mac took tougher shots too.
And I'm gonna explain to y'all that T-Mac is my favorite player.
Okay.
Ever. So let's just erase.
I have to argue for the Mac, man.
Yeah, he's my favorite player, but I am trying to eliminate my bias. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even without my bias, I can clearly say that T-Mac, skill-wise, I believe is better. But let's say this, right? This is just the difference between them. Paul Pierce, I believe, has a better foundation in terms of basketball fundamentals.
Yeah, T-Mac had more God-given talent and size and all that athleticism. Yeah.
Which in turn kind of makes you think that he worked on his game a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because to have all that footwork and to have all those fundamentals.
Great, yeah, footwork too, though.
Nah, he did. He
had footwork too.
For
Tracy.
Sure. For sure. I feel like Paul Pierce knew how to
Paul
get
Pierce
to
was
the
a
spots.
harder worker?
He had a yeah, I feel like he was a harder worker.
T-Mac could score at ease, though. That's the thing about him. He was just a prolific scorer.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was God-given. He had just God-given talent. He was like,
for sure.
He was the KD before KD. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, they were getting bigger and bigger. But like he was like,
yeah, no,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like
a
T-Mac was
6'8"
about
guard.
6'9". You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a tall guard.
So would handle, shoot over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you got Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was a pretty good defender.
Yeah, he's a good defender.
Pretty good defender. You could argue that he was a better defender than T-Mac, but I would say T-Mac had a better physical advantage over him to play better defense.
Mm.
And he never shied away from guarding the best player.
Hmm.
He's guarded Dirk, Kobe, Joe Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just name lists. You know what I'm saying? So, but I love how I'm just like boosted T-Mac shit up right now at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway.
Well, that's your guy, so I know you're gonna secretly like, yo, he's Raj Hill.
Paul Pierce, I don't know. He's very deceptive because
Of a
he's
player,
like,
yeah.
because he's slow, but he's like not at the same time. Like he's kind of quick. He kind of
for sure.
gets
He's
to
a good
his spots. He's clutch.
Yeah, for
Would
sure.
Would you argue he's more clutch than T-Mac?
More clutch. They're very close. They're both clutch guys. I wouldn't mind either one of them taking a game.
I'd say.
But
Paul
Paul Pierce has
Pierce
hit a bunch of game winners and game tying shots in his career. But I don't know. I'd probably give T-Mac the ball first, but I wouldn't be mad if Pierce had it, kind of thing. Just because Tracy could do more with the basketball. But yeah, Pierce is a. That's another tough one, dude. Those are like, these are kind of like, to me, they're like a 50-50. It's like however you feel kind of thing. It's
He was
not like
stronger than T-Mac.
It's not a clear cut like, oh, just this dude is just clutcher. Like with those guys, because even though like their careers are somewhat different, they're still both very good at what they do.
But one player was at one level.
One player was at a superstar level, but the other player was at a star level that ended up persevering to a championship.
Yeah.
At some point in his career. So that I think the chip is the only thing that makes Pierce's resume people would want it more than T-Mac. I think it's that championship that really like, oh yeah, he got the chip. T-Mac never got that. So maybe I'll take the star player instead of the superstar player that never got a chip.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how, this is definitely how you would like think about it. At least I would.
Do you think that's a tough argument?
I don't know. I feel like you can argue both sides and probably feel good about it. Like, with whatever you, like, use as your evidence or use as your argument. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Word.
I wonder if I should call my boy.
Possibly. Why not? Ask him. See what's good.
You remember E?
E who?
And you?
Oh, yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He presented that question to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know you still talk to Eric.
I mean, we connect. You know what I'm saying? On basketball.
Yeah, you guys
social
exchange
media.
pleasantries, as they would say.
Right.
Conversation. I feel you. Well, yeah, why not? Give him a ring, see if he answers, but if not, what's up?
Let's see.
Go put Xadi on the spot right now. Oh, word. About to put Xadi on the spot right now. But yeah, I like that question. It's like it's a tough question, but I wouldn't be mad at any person would argue that, honestly, yo. Like if you told me, oh, I'm gonna take Pierce, he got the chip, Can't be too mad at you, but I'm gonna tell you why I picked T-Mac or vice versa. So I like that question. Makes you think a little bit. Kind of gets a feeling of what kind of person you are. Like what you care about more than other people, or less than other people. He's in Delaware, right? Delaware? Is it Delaware?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, boys.
I don't know where he's at right now.
Sorry, but the person you called has a voice.
Damn. Voicemail box full on this Sunday morning. Sunday.
It's over. Yo, E.
Yo, bro.
Yo, welcome to the Remember the Name podcast.
Yo, it's good.
Yo,
Y'all need to remember Paul Pierce's name, bro. That's his name needs to be remembered.
He came in with the fire quick, though.
alright, so what do you think, bro, between Paul Pierce? Because I told him that you presented this question to me. You know what I'm saying? So, between Paul Pierce and T-Mac, career-wise and then skill-wise, who would you prefer?
Skill, you gotta take. Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't think it's that much of a skill gap, like that y'all think it is.
Wait. So there is a gap, right?
It's a little bit of a skill
But there
gap.
is a
It's not,
gap.
like, clear. Yeah.
Okay. Now I just want to state that. All right. But between all right. So who would you prefer though?
I'm taking Paul Pierce, bro. I'm taking Paul Pierce career-wise.
Career-wise?
Better career. Hell yeah. They average the same amount of points. Paul Pierce beat Kobe. Stop the three-peat. Come on, bro. He guarded Kobe the whole series. And averaged 20 the whole series. Yeah, bro. Won a chip. Come on, man. T-Mac didn't do nothing but look good. He looked very good doing whatever he did. I don't know what he really did, but he looked good.
He said, I don't know what he really did, though. Come on.
He didn't really do nothing if you really think about it.
Nah, I like it makes sense. I get the argument. Like I was telling Xadi, I was like, with that championship, that's just something on the resume that like makes a person as good as Paul Pierce just like better, cause like it's less the little thing is that they're both like star players, but like I feel like T-Mac was a superstar caliber player with his scoring ability. And Paul Pierce was a star player, but he wasn't like superstar. But the fact that he got to that level and won a championship, what makes his career just so much, just gives you that like, oh, maybe I should take his career over him because he got that chip. And T-Mac never got that chip. He barely got out the first round. So I get both arguments. I get where both people are coming from. Like if you say T-Mac because he was at higher like superstar status at one point, but then Paul Pierce had a great career and he won a chip. So it's like it's tough. It's a 50-50 question. It's kind of like what kind of person you are, like what you prefer.
Yeah, like a coin flip.
Yeah, it's like what do you prefer? You would prefer to be really good and win a chip, or you prefer to be like on a like a 35-point scorer like multiple times in your career, but never get past the second round? It's a tough question. It is a tough question.
Well, first of all, like T-Mac never really had a team around him.
He never really.
No,
He had with the Rockets, they were fairly good.
I mean,
but
they were never healthy.
They were never. Yeah, they never got over the hump of beating anyone.
But
Like
that's not his. That's not. Bro, it was a year that the Celtics. I don't even think they won 10 games, bro. It was a year they had a crazy year, like a bad year. Paul Pierce was dead. Just riding it out. He rolled it all the way out, and guess what they got? Got him a chip.
yeah, he wrote it out, God. He got
Yeah,
KG
but
and Ray Allen.
And he was still not the best player on the team. When all of them three was on that team, he was not the best player.
Nah.
Had to be.
Hell no.
Kevin Garnett was
KG was definitely the best player.
Nobody else the ball.
KG was the best player.
ISO, you need a bucket. You're there to calling a play for
Yeah, Paul Pierce was clutch. They were both clutch. That's what I'm saying. I feel like one was just a better scorer, like efficiency wise. Like he was at a
more polarized. Like, man, like he's excited, he's above the rim, he's young. That's what it was.
moving to
Young kid doing everything.
He was like, he got fat. That nigga, Paul Pierce started looking slow and shit. With everything, he got impeccable footwork. You know what I'm saying? And his fundamentals helped him like kind of like stay in the league for a longer period of time until he went to the fucking Nets.
If Pierce never won a chip, honestly, I feel like people would have probably quickly said T-Mac. But it's that chip, man. That chip makes a big difference.
So skill wise.
Yeah, he gotta be.
Ah, now you saying that? Oh.
Yeah, wasn't he just saying? What was he just?
T-Mac wasn't as athletic. That's basically Paul Pierce on the ground, but Paul Pierce played the ground better than him. Once he couldn't jump no more, and Paul Pierce couldn't jump, it was like you could tell.
What do you mean?
You trying to say he aged? His game aged better, like when he got older.
Yeah, like Paul Pierce didn't need to be athletic to be good. T-Mac best year was when he was athletic.
Because of his injuries though.
Back, he had a bad back.
Bad back, fucking bad knee.
Yeah, bad knee.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna jump OD after that. But you know what I'm saying? Both of them at their prime, you taking T-Mac. And especially even if you wanna say, let's say when he was on the Rockets, his last year on the Rockets or the year before that, he did the fucking 13 points in 33 seconds, you know what I'm saying? So, like, even that's when he was that was the last point when he was really, like, good.
Top of the game.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, top of his game. So, it's like, you can even argue that against Paul Pierce, and Paul Pierce will never do some shit like that.
I'd probably say T-Mac would still win a chip if he had that Celtics roster that Pierce had.
Hell yeah.
I'd say that.
Hell yeah. Nigga, name one person that played with T-Mac on Orlando. I could probably name fucking all of them, but I'll tell you if you're wrong or not. Tell me like more than 3 players.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Nah, it's been a while ago though.
Name the team when Paul Pierce won.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because that's when they got that draft pick that they ended up trading to get Ray Allen. I think that draft pick ended up getting him Kevin Durant, like Seattle. I think that Celtic.
He was on a bad team.
He was on the better team. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he rolled it out.
Yeah, he wrote it out.
I got a crazier one for y'all.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
When it's all said and done, who is going to be the top 3 shooting guards?
Top 3 shooting guards?
All said and done.
Like from the people we know right now, right?
Yeah. 2030, 35. Who's going to be top 3 shooting guards?
Jordan, Kobe, 1, 2.
Yeah, Jordan, Kobe.
1, 2, and then 3. I don't know. I feel like some people might want to say James Harden.
I wouldn't even say James Harden. No, you know who don't get credit?
D-Wade.
D-Wade's gonna.
Klay Thompson, bro. Klay Thompson get no love. Like he's not. Like he's got 3 rings. Like he's not the second best shooter ever. Like he don't guard the best player and get 20 plus.
Yeah, Klay
but
don't get no love.
Nah, because
but he ain't the level of shooting guard as a Jordan or a Kobe though.
He never had to struggle like that.
Yeah, he never had to be the best player on a championship team.
He got white privilege all his
wow.
all his NBA career.
Yo, this man crazy. We can't. I can't put Thompson. I can't put Thompson up high because he hasn't been the best player on the championship team yet. So like that's the big thing to be like top 3 shooting guard all time.
I feel like some of them years when it was just him, Steph and Draymond, I feel like Steph wasn't that good in the finals.
No, for sure. But they only won 1 with just the 3 of them. They won 1. They won 1, lost 1. And the only reason they won the first one is because the Cavs got hurt with Love and Kyrie.
I don't know, bro. 3 chips is crazy.
Nah. He got 2 with KD though, but I'm saying he only had 1 with Curry and Draymond.
I think this is good for him to kind of be in the background right now, so he could develop like a one-on-one game.
I think he could put up almost 30 a game if he was a sole scorer on the team, but
he's not gonna be.
He's never gonna have the opportunity really, unless like something crazy happens.
Yeah.
To have to lead that team, unless for some reason he takes the step up, and then Curry just decides to take a background move. But
He'll probably be top 5.
He could be. He'll have like the resume. There'll be like 3-4 times. He'll have the resume to like really like spark conversation. But is he better career wise than the D Wade? Probably not. Will he be? Probably not. Unless he like leads them to a chip by like pretty. Yeah, he would have to lead.
Lead them to a chip, maybe.
He would have to lead them to a chip.
He had Bron for 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Same way.
He did.
Same way Klay had Steph. Klay had Durant.
Yeah.
D-Wade had
Bron. He also had that chip that he definitely was the best player in the whole series against Dallas early in his career. That's a big one for Wade. That was a big series that really like cemented him as like a problem.
Yeah.
He was dropping like 35 a game on Dallas head to come back. That's the one that really was like, yo, Wade is something. Like after that series. And
Wade is nasty.
But yeah, it gotta be someone like that. But James Harden has a chance. He needs to get a championship though. I feel to really like jump, but he'll have the scoring.
Yeah, he gonna have that.
He gonna have the scoring. He's gonna be like his career might develop like a Tracy McGrady without the injuries. Like at this point, if he don't get one, or like an Allen Iverson, like he got the scoring like stuff, but he don't got the championship. That'll be a good one. Iverson and Harden. How you wanna put those guys together?
What was you about to say, Xadi?
I was gonna say like whose career would you want, but I kind of think it would be kind of easy. Say you got Ray Allen or Klay.
Damn.
Klay, bro.
Yeah.
It's easier chips, bro. It's
It's
easier way
easier.
to play. He don't gotta do much, but
Ray Allen.
shoot a wide open shot.
Yeah. Ray Allen had the opportunity to be the superstar at one point in his career, and then he took secondary roles to win championships after that. That's a tough question. Klay was like kind of more on top of his game when he won chips.
He played defense.
Yeah, and he played defense. Yeah, I agree. He did a lot. People always sleep on his defense. Definitely always guards the best guard on the other team because Curry's a liability. So Klay got to do all the dirty work.
Yeah. And, like, I feel like he shoot. I feel like the fact that Steph's that good, it makes him get open, too.
Yeah.
Ray Allen plays with somebody, like, if you run a Steph and Klay pick, like, downstream, it's over. Backstream, you don't know who to pick. So they're going to leave Klay more times out of 10 because it's Steph.
Yeah.
So he getting free shots. Ray Allen had to wait for Ron to give him the ball, wait for LeBron to give him the ball.
Yeah.
And like at the end of his career,
Yeah.
Klay shooting wide open, like the most wide open shots in the world, because he got somebody that also can make that same shot.
Right.
And they playing off each other. You can't do nothing about that.
Right.
I agree.
Facts.
And he scored like 30 and like 50 and like 3 dribbles or some shit like that. It's retarded.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Niggas be
Like,
wild.
what?
Wildin'. Yo, E. Well, thank you.
Yo,
I
bro.
definitely appreciate
Yeah. Now there's some good stuff.
your input to the podcast for actually picking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's been a great convo. Hopefully you have some great news that comes to you from here on out. And thank you for everything. And you have a good
Thanks for
afternoon.
having me, dog.
Yeah. Nah, it was great talking to you.
Word, bro.
I ain't heard from y'all in a minute. Cause
Yeah.
I kill everybody good.
I'm dead. All right, bro.
All right,
All right,
peace.
bro.
There we go. That was a good conversation, man. That was a nice
Yeah, that's a nice
little convo. I like that. No, I like that. Those are
picked
some
up this time. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
This nigga been calling people for weeks. No answer. No answer. Nah, that's funny. But yeah, that was a good conversation. A nice little perspective from the Paul Pierce side. Like I said, I get it, man. Like that championship he led them to. You got the Finals MVP. That's just like another notch on your career belt. That just looks good. Remember the name.
Podcast. Yeah.